What's going on, everyone? Tom here. On today's video, we're going to be editing some shots from Alstom Films' newest project, Cowboy Christmas, using Dehancer. If you're not familiar, Dehancer is a film emulation plugin that is available for multiple photo and editing platforms. Today we're going to be going from B-roll to graded footage using Dehancer. And then in my next video, I'm going to do just a high-level overview of the application itself. If you like what you're seeing here, some film photography here, some filmmaking tips here, go ahead and give me a subscribe and a like. That would be super dope. And if you think Dehancer will benefit your editing workflow, you can go to dehancer.com right now and use the code TANGELETTI10 for 10% off your purchase. Let's get to some editing. All right, here we are, DaVinci Resolve Studio 19. We have our 3 clips here, already graded. I'm gonna do like a little transformation thing, a little YouTube magic after this, but let's go ahead and take a look here. Did the 3 same nodes here, the exposure, white balance, and curves, always do that. Sometimes a little more after that, but this is just a down and dirty, quick little grade with Dehancer because I wanted to show some of the tools that I'll be talking about in the next video, right? So pop into here, go up to the top here. I shot this entire film, well, one scene using FX3, but most of the film was shot on a Blackmagic Ursa G2 using vintage lenses. I think on this shoot, I'd have to check the notes, but by the looks of it, I shot on a Jupiter 9 85mm, a Helios 44 258mm, and a Sigma Super Wide 2 24mm. Those are the 3 lenses I use a lot. I'll do a lens tour eventually, but let's get back into the video here. I did choose the Cinema Camera 6K because I wanted to get the Gen 5 color science. The Ursa G2 only shoots in Gen 4, but you can upload the footage, put it into Resolve, click the button, and you get right into the Gen 5 color science. Didn't do anything here because I get it right in camera. Just kidding. Also, I have these nodes here to do that stuff for me. For the real look, I wanted like yellowish red highlights with super dark shadows, so I went with one of my favorite film stocks, the Cinestill 800T. If you're familiar with my work on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, you'll see a lot of this stock, and I wanted to showcase it here on Cowboy Christmas. With that being said, I didn't use a lot of the tools. Other than that, the 3 I concentrated on was film grain, halation, and bloom. Again, I'll talk about these more in detail. Film grain's pretty obvious. I just wanted a little bit of grainy texture to my shots. For the halation, I went with a 35 because I just wanted just a little subtle poke here, punch on his skin. If you look right around here when I turn it off and turn it on. And then halation is done, went on to bloom. That's the big star of this whole entire scene, as you'll see when you watch the actual film. I went with 35 because I wanted it to be punchy but subtle. If you go with a 65mm section here, probably not going to get a ton, and if you go with an 8 or 16, it's going to blow the whole frame out, right? We wanted to really dial that down, make it subtle but still pop. Go to the next one of my favorite shots I've taken of the year. You can see here, the bloom is really doing a hell of a job on the front of his face, his jacket, the wall, and then the halation's just really trying to give me a little coloration here on those 2 street lights down the way. But film grain's still the same. Want to keep that consistent unless you're going for something super stylized. We really want the grain to stay the same. But again, the bloom really is the star of the show on all 3 of these shots. You can see here, if we tap in halation, skin tones just ever so slightly, but bloom really makes that punch. Another tool I probably could have used is a vignette, right? To kind of darken the circles, kind of draw your attention to the middle of the frame, but didn't use it here because I'm already super dark as it is. So basically, we went with the Cinema Camera 6K, mouthful. Not as bad as Blackmagic used to be, you know, Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K, 4K Pro, whatever. Then we went the Cinestill 800 Tungsten with the film stock, and then we used the grain, the halation, and the bloom to really give us that artifacts, the pop that we were looking for. So, like I said, we went straight from B-roll. If you want to take all this stuff away here, right here, and then that's the final. Like I said, got a little transformation video coming up after this. Then the next video, we're going to do a deep dive into Dehancer and all of the tools that are in it, and then some color grading stuff down the way. Got a lot of content coming. If you like what we're doing here with film photography and filmmaking, give me a like, give me a subscribe, hit that notification bell to see all this future content coming your way. Until next time, peace.